Welcome back to Twilight Princess, everybody. Last video we started in the Snow Peak ruins and we got our dungeon item, which is the very awesome ball and chain. So with that, we're going to go ahead to the next little red marker on our map, and maybe this time we'll actually be able to get the key that we're looking for. And as you can see, there's a huge wall of ice in our way, but any walls of ice that we've seen this far in the game, you can actually destroy with the ball and chain, which is going to make this temple 200 times easier. And it's poured in goat cheese. Alright, well, that's not right either now, is it? Food again? Yeah, I had a bad feeling about this. She didn't seem very sure of herself. Oh well, let's head back and hope she has some other brilliant idea. Alright, Midna. Another interesting thing about the ball and chain is you can also destroy suits of armor, which is kind of what we saw when we fought the mini-boss. He had destroyed the non-enemy chain of armor, or suit of armor with the ball and chain, so... Alright, so now we won't need the cannons as much anymore. There are going to be some areas where you can still use them if you want, but there's pretty much only a few areas that I can think of where you're actually going to need the cannon. From now on, you can pretty much use the ball and chain for everything. You can see if you knock out that ice wall, it actually brings us back to the first place that we were at. It will bring us back to where Yeda and Yeto are. So go ahead and go through this door. And then we can also smash the ice block that connects the little cavern. You can also hold it down if you want to swing it like I was doing, or let go of it and you'll actually let go of it and smash through ice walls. So here again we have the ice puzzle room that I just want to forget about. But it will be back later. So let's go talk to Yeda. And let's scold her once again for having terrible memory about things that are in her own house that she should know where they are. What happened, What? Jeez? Did husband move it? Where in world did he put it? Sorry, I need thinking time. Take choose to husband, You do that. I try to remember. Okay, well, I know this is a common pattern, but we'll see if she can actually remember something correctly this time. Alright, Yeto, I have cheese for you. Needs more punch, what good smell? What you have, Oh, poor Link's getting manhandled by this gigantic Yeti. Perfect ingredient, Cheese! I love cheese. Little more time on fire. It become gourmet soup. Here, taste. Alright, well I actually have an empty bottle now because I had to use a red potion in the battle, which is a little shameful. But anyways, if you want to go ahead and you want to scoop up his soup, now that we have added pumpkins and cheese to it, it is superb soup, and you can actually replenish 8 hearts, which I do believe is the equivalent of a red potion, so that's kind of nice. I got my red potion back. Alright, let us go and see if she can point us in the right direction this time. What do you say, Yeda? I think I remember, we put key in nearby room, so no forgetting, How I forget, embarrassing. See, here, place marked by symbol. Okay, so it's all the way on the 2nd floor, and we haven't explored any rooms on the 2nd or 3rd floor yet, so we have a lot of exploring to do. It there! It must be! You look for me! Okay. I will do that. Let's go. So yeah, this is a pretty big dungeon, actually. It's got quite a few floors and the like. Alright, so our next objective is actually going to be to head up this way. Now the thing that you gotta watch out here is that you actually have to go ahead and destroy these ice beings, but they're gonna blow ice breath on you, which will freeze you instantly if it touches you. So you wanna go ahead and get a little bit closer to it. You'll see that there's holes in the bars where you can actually go ahead and you can hit them with your ball and chain, which is what I'm gonna do. So if you hit it once, it'll stun him. and then if you hit him twice, it will kill him. Which is what you're going to want to do making your way up this area. And then, of course, if you want to, just to be super cruel, you can destroy all the little ice blocks as well. Even though I don't think you can jump in that cage, so they can't really, like, destroy you or anything, I guess, you know, you can do it if you want to. This guy's breath reaches really, really far. This one has a little bit more delicate timing to it. It's a little more difficult to hit him. There we go. Up there is a bunch of blocks that we can't do anything with yet. And if we go ahead and we destroy this ice wall, there's a cannon, which again, we don't have any cannonballs yet. There was a room downstairs that we could get some cannonballs, but we don't need to use it yet, so just remember its location for now. This floor is cracked, so let's go ahead and bomb it. More explosions. And drop down to this area. This chest was really mean because if you go through the door, you're not going to be able to get to it. It's a piece of heart, so of course it's a good treasure, but it's really tempting to try and like jump across, but there's no way you're gonna make it, and there's nothing for you to grapple onto from that side. So yeah, it is kind of a mean chest for them to put here, and it is pretty easily missable. And there is a claw shot target up on the roof. I'm just not seeing where it is. There it is. Let's claw shot. And we need a key. So let's go through this door first since it's not locked. Process of elimination, ladies and gentlemen. If one door doesn't work, go through the other one. Alright, so we got more of these guys. You can actually destroy them with your ball and chain as well, because their bodies are made of ice. So if you just go ahead and you hit them with it a few times, their bodies crumble. I do believe it takes 2 hits to destroy them, although I don't remember. It might just be 1. I find that since the ball and chain is so slow, if you can use your shield, I recommend it. With these little I guess they're chandeliers, you can target it and you can actually use your ball and chain. The force of it will cause it to move, and then you can jump onto it and get across to the other side. So we got some platforming as well. Yay! My favorite thing in the entire world. And then we get that small key for the door we just saw. Get out of here, ice keys. You are not welcome here. And I think I can hook shot from here, maybe. Yes, I can. And then video game mechanics are going to let me go right through the little post. Link has invisibility frames. Alright. I realize my commentary is probably insanely boring for this dungeon, but you had no idea how much trouble I had in practice. I don't know why. Maybe I'm just tired, or it's not like my day to record or something, but this is my favorite dungeon and I was failing miserably at it, so I'm just trying to concentrate on gameplay. And besides, there's not a whole lot to say about this place. I do like it though. In here, we're actually on the above floor of where we started, so now you have the claw shot target. You can go down to the floor below. I'm actually going to go and I'm going to take care of these Poes, because the Poes will see you even when you're above level, and we have another platforming section to do. And if I don't take care of them now, they are going to bother the hell out of me and knock me off of those platforms, and I'm going to have to do a lot of work when I can just destroy them. So this is kind of the exception. I don't really collect Poe souls, but it's going to save a lot of frustration, trust me. You can also see there's 2 chests marked on our map that weren't there before we got the compass. What you can actually do is there are chests behind the suit of armor in the front, and there's also a Poe that I'll go ahead and destroy. I guess I could technically leave this Poe for later and just kind of leave him trapped behind his little prison. I think he's behind this one, maybe. There he is. But I guess I'll take care of him since I took care of one already. And then I just don't have to worry about it. So where are you? There you are. Come at me, Poe. There we go. I'm so glad that these things are super easy to take care of. So there we go. I do believe there's another Poe upstairs, but I'll worry about that when the time comes. So there's that chest there, and then I think it's this suit of armor that's got the second chest. No, must be the middle one. There we go. Of course, you can also see it if you look closely. And they're just rupees, so you don't have to grab them if you don't want to. I, however, will, because that's just how I roll. Alright. And of course there's going to be slimes around here. This place is just crawling with opportunities to get life energy, which, like I said, you know, is really like handy in this dungeon because you find yourself taking a lot of damage, and a lot of it feels unnecessary, but sometimes it's just kind of hard to dodge a lot of things that happen. Up here in particular, I feel like this guy always knocks me off, so I try to get the chase on him as soon as I can, because he's annoying to deal with. As you can see, he'll guard like mad with his pole weapon, which is why I kind of recommended either using your shield or using the ball and chain. So if you want to go ahead and you want to go across this area, what you can do is you can knock the chandeliers, and you can create a platform across them and jump. Of course, I did my jump too late. Platforming is not my strong suit. And I kind of find the timing of these platforms particularly difficult for some reason, because it always seems like you have enough space, but then you go to jump and you never do. And what I also recommend doing, if at all possible, is when you get onto this one, the first one that swings in this direction, try and hit that platform over there when you're on the opposite side, so that you will meet in the middle at the same time. So you can see now I can get a much better jump, and it's not as far of a distance. And then that is our second piece of heart for the dungeon, which makes all of them. There's 2 pieces of heart in every dungeon, so we don't have to worry about that anymore. Just wanted to grab that because it's one of the better chests. And now, for everybody's information, any chest I grab will probably only be small keys, the boss key, or, you know, other miscellaneous things like rupees and bombs and arrows and whatever else kind of crappy things they give me, so. Alright, enough chandelier platforming. I've had enough of that for today. We come into a large ice room with lots of our little ice friends. Yay! Ow. I was trying to get the chase on them and kind of like swing and hit them all at once. But, like I said, the ball and chain is just so slow. Sometimes that is just not an option. Smash through here for another very, very, very rude Poe. That door's locked, so we can't do anything with that yet. We'll need another small key. So let's go through here to escape impending doom from all those enemies. And it looks like we are back in our most favorite room, Block's Slidey Puzzle Room. Yay! Do you know what this means? It means that the sliding puzzle just got more complicated, which, dear Lord, I do not like. So that will, of course, create a shortcut up to the place we were just at. You can actually hop right on that block and go all the way up. But now that we're back here and we have the ball and chain, you can unfreeze this. You can also unfreeze the switch, and of course I ran right into it. And I lose like almost a heart of damage every single time I do that because I'm dumb. And we are now going to do our second sliding puzzle, but thankfully it's only got 2 sliding puzzles in the entire area. So I definitely think that that's a good thing. You've got 3 of them. I guess I'll maybe just number these like A, B, and C. So A is the one that's on the switch, B is the one that's beside the switch, and C is the one that we unfroze. You never move this one, so do not move the B because it won't do anything. It will just kind of screw you up. So I'm going to go ahead and push block A up once. Leave it there for the time being. Push block C down and over here to where the block originally was. And I'm going to move it up so that those 2 are touching. So we need to make it so that one of the blocks will rest on the other one and hit the switch. So let's try going right, down, left, down. It's a lot of pushing in a lot of directions. And a lot of sliding. Come on, Link. There we go. I guess his boots are built for icy conditions. And then we're gonna go that way, and then as you can see, we can now push the switch by moving that block. So that puzzle isn't very complicated, and if you do screw it up, it's actually fairly simple to fix, because I found that if you do actually screw up this puzzle, like say you push something in the wrong direction that you didn't want it to go in, and you were to leave and come back, the puzzle doesn't actually reset. I tried going to go see Yato, and it didn't reset, so I had to figure out another combination. But either way, that is the combination I used. Of course, it will be a little bit backwards if you're playing the Wii version. Next video, we will go upstairs, and we will hopefully be one step closer to finishing up these Snow Peak runes. So thank you so very much for watching, and I will see you next time.